$1 million, $500 million, $500 times the price. And yet both men called it the same thing, a private jet. One jet has a ceiling so low you cannot stand up straight. The other has a marble Turkish bath, a concert hall, and a garage for a Rolls-Royce, all at 40,000 feet. Today we go inside both, and the difference will shock you. Welcome back. Today we answer the one question that exposes the true distance between the wealthy and the ultra-wealthy. What exactly do you get for an extra $499 million? Because on paper, both of these aircraft are private jets. Both have wings, both have engines. Both take off from private terminals, but one of them is a machine, and the other is a kingdom that flies. By the end of this video, you will never look at wealth the same way again. In 2006, Eclipse Aviation launched the Eclipse 500 with one mission: destroy the idea that jets were only for billionaires. Built in Albuquerque, New Mexico, it was engineered to be lean, fast, and brutally affordable. Today, a pre-owned Eclipse 500 costs as little as $650,000, less than a Manhattan apartment. Less than a Bugatti Chiron. It flies at 430 mph. It climbs to 41,000 feet. For $1 million, it is a genuine certified flying private jet. That is extraordinary. But here is what makes it more extraordinary. At the exact moment Eclipse was making jets accessible to the upper middle class, one man in Riyadh was on the phone with Airbus, ordering something that had never existed before, and may never exist again. Step inside the Eclipse 500. The ceiling height is 39 feet. You do not walk in, you fold yourself in. There is no flight attendant, no chef, no bedroom, 4 passengers, 1 pilot. Range of 1,125 nautical miles. Annual running cost, $427,832, more than 6 average American salaries combined. And yet for $1 million, it is astonishing, cutting a 3-hour drive to 45 minutes, departing on your schedule, landing where no commercial airline goes. That is what $1 million buys. Now consider this. The jet on the other side of this comparison burns more fuel in 60 minutes than the Eclipse 500 burns in an entire month of flying. It carries a crew of 30. It has 5 separate bedrooms, and one of those rooms exists solely to face Mecca. That room facing Mecca belongs to a man named Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al Saud, a Saudi billionaire, a man with a net worth of $18.7 billion. A man who looked at the largest commercial passenger aircraft ever built, a plane designed to carry 800 people, and decided it was not big enough, not luxurious enough, not private enough, so he bought one and rebuilt it entirely. From the inside out, the aircraft is a custom Airbus A380, the same double-decker superjumbo flown by Emirates and Singapore Airlines. Wingspan 262 feet, nearly the length of a full American football field. Powered by 4 Rolls-Royce Trent 970 engines. The base price of this aircraft before a single modification, $432,600,000. Prince Al-Walid then spent an additional $70 million customizing the interior. Final price, over $500 million. That is not a typo, $500 million. For context, that is the combined price of 500 Eclipse 500 jets. That is enough money to buy every seat on 2,500 commercial flights. Airbus built this aircraft to carry 800 passengers across continents. Prince Al-Walid redesigned it for 50 guests across 3 full private deck levels. It earned one name recognized in aviation circles across the world: the Flying Palace. Here is what $500 million actually buys at 40,000 feet. Feature 5 private staterooms, each with a king-size bed, each with floor-to-ceiling panoramic windows, each with its own ensuite bathroom finished in imported marble. Feature 2, a full Turkish hammam, a marble steam bath, mid-flight, at 40,000 feet. Feature 3, a hydraulic garage bay, fitted to carry a full-size Rolls-Royce, deployed on landing. Feature 4, the prayer room. Electronic mats that automatically rotate toward Mecca, regardless of flight direction or altitude. Feature 5, a formal dining room seating 14 guests, with a professional kitchen staffed by private chefs. And that is only 5 of the features. The next ones are where it gets truly extraordinary. Let us place both jets side by side. The Eclipse 500, $1 million. Ceiling height 39 feet, 4 passengers, 1 pilot. Range of 1,125 nautical miles. Fuel burn of 52 gallons per hour. Annual operating cost, $427,832. Now the Flying Palace, $500 million. Ceiling height 10+ feet across 3 full decks. 50 guests. A crew of 30 pilots, engineers, chefs, security personnel, and flight attendants. Range of 8,000+ nautical miles. Fuel burn of 3,000+ gallons per hour. Annual operating cost, $17 million. Read that again. $17 million every single year just to keep it flying. That is 17 times the entire purchase price of the Eclipse 500, spent annually. And here is the number that stops everything. The A380 burns in 1 hour what the Eclipse 500 burns in 57 hours of flight. These are not two versions of the same thing. They are two entirely different relationships with money. So why does a man worth $7 billion spend $500 million on a jet? Because this aircraft is not transport. Prince Al-Walid's Kingdom Holding Company controls investments across Citigroup, Four Seasons Hotels, Twitter, and dozens of global corporations. Every hour of flight on this aircraft is a boardroom, a negotiating table, a sovereign space where billion-dollar decisions are made with zero surveillance, zero press, and zero commercial schedules. Privacy at this level does not have a price, it is the price. $500 million buys something no commercial airport, no first-class suite, and no private terminal on Earth can offer. Total, absolute, untraceable movement. And when your net worth is $7 billion, $17 million a year in operating costs represents just 0.9% of your total wealth. For context, that is the equivalent of an average American spending $65 a year on their car. But the 5 features we revealed earlier, the bedrooms, the hammam, the garage, the prayer room, the dining hall, those are only the beginning. Because what nobody talks about are the features built not for comfort, but for control. Feature 6, a full concert hall and entertainment lounge, live performance space, midair, at cruising altitude. Feature 7, an onboard medical suite, hospital-grade equipment, emergency surgical capability. Because when you operate at this level, the world does not stop for illness. Feature 8, biometric security throughout. Fingerprint and retinal scanning to access private quarters. No guest enters any room without clearance. Feature 9, gold-plated fixtures on every surface. Every detail finished in 24-karat gold. Feature 10, full anti-surveillance shielding. Encrypted communications, signal-blocking technology across the entire aircraft. No call intercepted, no location tracked. No conversation recorded. Now go back to the Eclipse 500. Its most advanced optional feature, a Wi-Fi upgrade, available at extra cost. $500 million does not just buy luxury, it buys invisibility. It buys sovereignty. It buys a version of the world where the rules that apply to everyone else simply do not apply to you. The global private jet market was valued at $6 billion in 2024. By 2034, that number reaches $8 billion. In 2025 alone, 3,900,000 private jet flights were recorded worldwide, an all-time global record. But inside those numbers sits a divide that no statistic fully captures. On one side, the Eclipse 500 buyer, a successful professional, a business owner, someone who worked 20 years to own the sky. On the other side, a man who spent $500 million on one aircraft and budgets $17 million a year to fly it. There are approximately 500 people on Earth today who could write that $500 million check without restructuring their finances. 500 people out of 8 billion. $1 million buys you a real jet, 430 mph, 41,000 feet, your schedule, your route, your freedom. That is extraordinary. $500 million buys something that has no comparison: 5 private bedrooms, a Turkish bath, a Rolls-Royce garage, a concert hall, a medical suite, and a prayer room that always faces Mecca. Both are private jets. Only one is a kingdom, and the distance between them is not $499 million.
It is an entirely different understanding of what the word power means. If this video changed how you see wealth, hit subscribe. Every week we go inside the worlds that most people never see. And drop a comment below: $1 million jet or $500 million jet. Which would you choose, and why?